Christopher, Christopher, Christopher. It's always something, isn't it, Chris? So some of you, or most of you by now, have probably heard about the Chris Brown incident. And if you haven't, well, here I am to fill you in. So Chris Brown recently dropped a new album called Indigo. It's supposed to be 2 hours or so long. So good news for Chris Brown fans. I personally, I'm not a Chris Brown fan, but I'm also not a Chris Brown hater. I like one or two of his songs. Now, off this album, I've only listened to one song. This is the song that's causing a lot of outrage and controversy. It's called Need a Stack, and it features Joyner Lucas and Lil Wayne. The song, in my opinion, is total and utter trash. I just like the beat. It sounds like 3 songs being played at the same time. It's really busy and reminds me of those old PlayStation 2 type beats. I wasn't impressed by the lyrics or the features with Joyner Lucas or Lil Wayne. Funnily enough, Chris Brown actually had the best verse on the whole track. Chris is known to be a good singer and he can actually rap. He's got a good flow. Okay, Angel, nobody's here to hear your review of the song. No one cares about the construction of the beat or who spat the best punchlines. Damn, I was trying to set the scene. Okay, here's what you came for. In Chris's verse, he had some lyrics that some people were a little annoyed about and wanted answers to. He said, "Digging it, then I'm licking all on that. Put it right there. Only wanna F the black with the nice hair."
Digging it, then I'm licking all on that pussy. Put it right there. Only wanna fuck the black bitches with the nice hair.
So Chris caused huge outrage with his admission that he licks the kitty. Women all over the globe were disgusted with his tongue's feline abuse. They were like, that's where you pee. What's wrong with you? I'm just kidding. Nice hair. I only F with the black women with the nice hair. So aside from the use of the word bitches in referring to women, people wanted to know, hey, Chris, what do you mean by nice hair? Now, of course, when Chris says nice hair, he said nice hair instead of good hair so that it would rhyme with right there. Nice hair, Nike Air, tight flare, nightwear, hype stare, spiked chair. Look, I'm a YouTuber, not a rapper. But a lot of women were annoyed that he said he likes nice hair. And most people have started to assume that nice or good hair means long, loosely curled hair. So it's like, damn, Chris, what's wrong with short, tightly curled hair? Now, I'm the type of person I never like to assume. They say when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So for one moment, I want to play devil's advocate. Everyone has their own opinions and ideas on what is good or nice. For example, I think Cardi B as an artist is absolute trash, but some people think she's amazing. There's really no accounting for taste whatsoever. I can hear all the Cardi B fans thumbsing down the video and unsubscribing. But when it's all said and done, that's based on my opinion. So maybe when Chris says nice hair, he means thick, healthy, shiny hair with no split ends and no breakages. We don't know. We shouldn't assume. Really, Angel? Well, it's true. We really don't know. But the one thing we all have is our own interpretations of what good hair is. But really, we need to hear what Chris thinks nice hair is. Now, funnily enough, Chris kind of told us what he means. Chris Brown left a comment under an Instagram post saying, "Y'all tripping. Y'all women don't want to F the brothers with the effed up teeth, do you? Only women upset is the uglies, not the black queens." Ouch. Yeah, he still didn't answer what he means by nice hair. And on top of that, yeah, he said bitches again. He also said only women that are upset are the uglies. So that kind of implies that women that don't have the hair that he thinks is nice are ugly. But I guess you'll only truly find out when you see a music video to the song, if they do a music video, and you get to see the type of women they have in the video and what the hair looks like. But based on Chris Brown's choice of women, Chris Brown, according to Ranker.com, has dated Rihanna, Natalie Mejia, Amber Rose, Joanna Hernandez, Rhea, Jasmine Sanders, Simply Jess, Kung Fu Trick, Karuchi Tran, Drea Michelle, and Vanessa Vargas. The things these women have in common are that they're all kind of mixed looking. Some people would argue whether he's actually dated a black woman, as they've been quite light-skinned, mixed, or racially ambiguous. And of course, we know Rihanna is black, but we're talking about darker skin tones. But another thing these women all have in common is their hair all seems to be straight or wavy. So although we can't make assumptions, We can use past track record as evidence and say Chris likes straight hair. No, Chris really likes straight hair. He liked straight hair so much that a few years ago he went and got him the F-boy haircut with an old school conch on his head. On top of that, with Chris's lyrics, you can then add Lil Wayne being on the track, who in 2011, Lil Wayne said in a song called Right Above It, in the third verse, he says, "Beautiful black woman, I bet that look better red."
Beautiful black woman, I bet that bitch look better red.
Ouch. So we have a colorist on the track and a texturist. And if you don't know what a texturist is, there's this word that I hear floating around within the natural hair community known as texturism, which is a hatred of certain types of curls and curl patterns and only thinking that a particular type of curl pattern is good or nice and lengths, things like that. I wonder if after all this backlash, Chris will end up putting a short hair naturalista with type 4C hair in the video. But then is she in the video because he likes that type of hair or simply because he just wants to please his fans? So here's my take on it. Sadly, way too many people have this misconstrued notion of what good hair is. Good hair is not simply long hair or loosely curled hair. You can have long hair and it be dead, dry, brittle, damaged, and thin. There are so many people walking around with long hair who really need to cut it and start again. Good hair is healthy hair. Good hair is thick, rich. It's hair that isn't dry. It doesn't break, doesn't shed too much. A woman can have short, tightly coiled, thick hair, and her hair can be 1,000,000 times better than the woman with long, loosely curled hair. Most people confuse length with health. Now, if you have a sister with type 4 tightly coiled hair and her hair is super long, most people would say her hair is good hair because it's long. You see what I mean by people confuse length with health? But if her hair isn't healthy, then it's not good hair. But there's another aspect of this. The brainwashed, conditioned mind of people that think that unless your hair is loosely curled, wavy, or straight, then your hair is ugly, unprofessional, and bad hair. Because for centuries, we were taught that looking closer to white was right. And although we know that black people can naturally have straight hair and loosely curled hair, it's the connection people have with that type of hair to Caucasians or Asians. Some women don't want long hair. Some women don't want short hair. Some women have loose curls and some have very tightly curled hair. I personally love curly hair, coiled hair, afros, type 3, type 4. I love it all. If you ask me what good hair is, I would point you in the direction of the sister with the healthy hair. There's nothing wrong with saying good hair. Everyone has different interpretations and tastes when it comes to styles and hair types. But when you say good hair, you have to make sure that you're talking about health. So as long as you use it in the correct connotation and lose the brainwash mentality, bleached skin is not good skin, nor is it healthy. Long, wavy, dry, brittle hair is not good hair. This is good hair. This is good hair. And this is good hair. And sisters, you don't need loosely curled or uniform curls and the same curl pans all over your head to have good hair. You don't need long hair to have good hair. Don't let them brainwash you and condition your mind. We need to deep condition our hair and recondition our minds into understanding that all curl types in the black community are aesthetically pleasing and beautiful. But most importantly of all is that good hair is healthy hair. And sometimes you have to cut the length to get back to the health. I've put 2 videos in the description. One is a video about good hair and another is about skin bleaching. Please check these videos out.
African natural afro looks incredible. Black women, you've got the most unique, versatile, and beautiful hair texture on the planet. Please embrace it. Being natural is more than a trend. It's about self-acceptance, not about who's got the curliest hair. Black hair has got so many different textures and no hair looks the same. Don't get so caught up on the whole curly hair thing. Don't worry whether your hair is ringlety, curly, coily, or not. Just enjoy the beauty of your natural hair in its natural state. It's all beautiful.
I did a video about the whole Chris Brown situation, right? And the lyrics about nice hair, right? Hopefully you guys have seen that. Maybe you haven't. I'll put the link in the description as well as a link to another video. The title of this live stream is Dear Chris Brown fans and colorist, texturist men, it is not a preference. Whenever I address something, right, I can never preempt for what people are going to say or people's comprehension of what I'm going to say. Most of you know I don't actually talk on trending topics. They don't interest me. I'm not one of those trending topic, clout chasers. Oh, there's a trending topic. I better jump on it straight away so I can get all the attention and get mad views or whatever. I only touch on trending topics if there's an opportunity to actually, well, teach. Whenever there's a trending topic and if it affects us as a community, and I think, you know what, there's an opportunity that I could spin this and use it to teach, I will do. The reality is that we know Chris Brown is mentally unstable. Mental health in the Black community is a serious issue that needs to be addressed. Many people have these issues. We know that he has a history of being unstable. We know he has a history of violence. We know he has a history of disrespect. We know all of these things. This is nothing new to us. But as with anything and with any entertainer, people forget. There's an outrage today, the outrage is gone tomorrow, right? So there was no point in me making a video saying, y'all better cancel Chris Brown. Y'all better stop supporting him because he don't like y'all, because it's going to go in one ear and out the other. So what I did is I used it as an opportunity to teach. So I said, okay, here's what happened. Here's what he said. Now I'm going to teach you what good hair really is. Now I'm going to teach you what nice hair really is. Now I need to make sure that you stop regurgitating this conditioned, brainwashed colonist mindset that tells you good hair is straight hair or good hair is wavy hair or this or that, right? So I took that as an opportunity because I know there was some people in the comment section, because I layered it up, I built it up step by step. Sometimes people say, but what about all his exes? We knew what he meant, Angel. But if you watch the video long enough, I get to that part. It's you can't rush the food, man. You can't rush it. You gotta drop your seasoning in there. You gotta let it marinate. When it gets to the boil, then sometimes y'all gotta let it simmer. You can't just be like boom, straight to the boil. You let this thing, marinate. Yeah, I do it properly. So that's how I like to do it. All right. One thing I did not preempt for, because I have common sense, people were saying, well, it's his preference. It's his preference. There's nothing wrong with a preference. I like tall. I like short. I don't like this. I don't like that. The reason I didn't preempt for that is because I already had made a video about preferences. Some of you have seen it. It's called What is a Preference? Or Is Your Dating Preference Racist or Colorist or whatever? I also mentioned in the video that everyone has their tastes. Everyone has their opinions. Everyone has their interpretations. People need to stop using the word preference in the wrong manner. Just say what you like, say what you don't like. Here's the thing. I have a preference. We've done this before, but I'm going to do it real quick. A preference means that you like something a little more than you like something else. Okay? So if I say I like orange juice, but I have a preference for mango juice, that means I like orange juice, but I prefer mango juice. I like mango juice more than I like orange juice, but I still like orange juice. Simple, right? That's what a preference is. But if I say I only like mango juice, that means that I have excluded all other juices. It's mandatory for me to only have orange juice. I exclusively drink orange juice. That means no one can come to me and say it's a preference. Angel's preference is for orange juice. Cause I'd be like, nah, it ain't a preference. Like when I turn around and I say I love Black women, and sometimes people want to defend me and they'll say, you can't get mad at Angel because he loves Black women. That's his preference. I'm like, no, that's not a preference. What are you talking about? A preference means that I like something else also. I just like one thing more than the other. I don't have a preference for Black women. I have a mandate for Black women. It's mandatory that my woman is Black. I exclusively love and date Black women. It ain't no preference. It ain't like I like Becky, but I also love me some Chantel. Nah, it ain't that. I exclude other races when it comes to my dating pool. That's not a preference. That's a mandate. That's mandatory. I exclude. When Chris Brown said, I only F the black, I only F black women with nice hair. He let you know he only, so that's not a preference. Listen to what I'm saying. I only date black women. I only love black women. That's not a preference. So when he said he only with the nice hair, that's not a preference. Stop throwing around this word preference to turn around and be like, oh, it's okay because if we mask it with the word preference, it makes it better. Like I said, I have a much more in-depth, in detail video about what a preference truly is. And especially in relation to complexion and race. And it's like one time I saw a video once and it was from a trans woman. And this trans woman said that, you know, people excluding trans women from their dating pool, straight men, that their preference was transphobic. I literally said and was like, I don't have a preference in that way, right? And when I say I don't have a preference in that way, that doesn't mean that I'm down for whatever. No, that means, nah, it's mandatory that my woman is a woman. It's mandatory that my woman was born XX chromosome. It's mandatory that my woman was born undeniably female. And before people start to add semantics, some women are born without XX chromosome. Some women are, you know what I mean. I hate when people try to play word semantics. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know exactly what I'm saying. Let's not play around. And I was like, what? That's not a preference. I don't date trans. Like I only date women, 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 women. You know what I'm saying? Old school. None of this new school business, old school. When I say a woman, I mean old school style. So people throw around this preference thing, and it's just like, it ain't a preference. And that's when people start to turn around and say, oh, but, women have a preference for height. Yeah, that might be a preference. But there are some women that it's not a preference. Dude gotta be tall. They won't even entertain a short dude. That's not a preference. If you a short dude and you trying to talk to a woman and she turns around and says she only dates tall guys, you will never have an opportunity. That's not a preference. She's let you know her mandate. She's let you know what is mandatory in order to date her. She has let you know that she exclusively dates tall dudes. She does not include short dudes. She excludes short. Y'all get the point, right? I know y'all get the point because y'all so smart. Because y'all so smart. But like I said, what normally happens is I can't always preempt when I make videos because sometimes I assume that everybody knows what I know. So I try to and most of y'all do. Most of y'all do kind of know this already, but there'll be those one or two, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Some people don't. And I don't like to bore people, be like, Angel, we've heard this before, because we've been doing this for years now, right? We've been doing this for 5 years, talking about the same stuff, addressing the same thing, right? And someone said in the comment, they said, why do y'all care? Like, why do y'all care what he likes, what he doesn't like? And of course, it's a mixture, isn't it? It's the fact that there are black women and young black girls that look up to him and see him as an icon and a role model. And it doesn't matter if he's not a role model, they see him as that. They look up to him and they love him and they support him. They love his music. Remember, sometimes it's hard for us to separate the artist, the entertainer, the music from the personality and the person themselves. And can you imagine what a bash and an attack to the system it is when a person that you look up to, that you love and that you admire basically says you're trash, right? And some people will say, well, he never actually said they're trash because we're talking about the lyrics in particular, but the reactions that he's had in his social media following, on social media, what he said, what he does, and his responses, and the other things that have happened, right? All the other things. So at the end of the day, these girls grow up with more of a complex, and and they become insecure and they get hurt. and and another thing is like it's sad because at the end of the day, there are some of us there's some black men out here, quite a few that are trying their best to change the narrative and to uplift the sisters and show the sisters how much that they love them and appreciate them, and they just, that kind of thing. And you have people like this who have such a huge platform that just undo all of the work, right? And some people like, you didn't drag him, you didn't destroy him molecule by molecule. Like I said, I don't have to. Literally don't have to. He's literally destroying himself. He's going to regret all of the things that he does. Chris Brown might be light skinned, right? He might be. But you know what? He's still black. His mother might be biracial. His father is black. So what that means is he has black genes, right? And it doesn't matter all the types of racially ambiguous or non-black women he dates. Genes are incredible things, and they don't work the way you think they work. So one day he could have a daughter, even if it came from a light-skinned woman or a mixed woman who's dark-skinned, or who has hair that he doesn't like, that he doesn't interpret as nice hair. And when she says to him, she's like, "Daddy, you got a song and you say, you only like women with nice hair. I mean, does that include my hair?" What are you gonna say to nah, not yours. Of course he's not. He's gonna be a hypocrite, isn't he? The same as Lil Wayne was a hypocrite. When they called him out for his colorist comments, Lil Wayne, and they brought up his daughter, Lil Wayne said, "It doesn't matter about my daughter because she's got money. She's rich. She won't ever face these issues. Money don't do none of that. Money doesn't stop you from being attacked. Money doesn't stop you from being disrespected. Trust me. Look at all the famous entertainers and all the rich people that still face issues, right? Now, so that's what I wanted to address in terms of the preference aspect. It's not a preference. Let's stop saying it. I have a preference. I'm gonna tell you. So I told you what I don't have a preference for and what is a mandate. I have a preference. Said it a bunch of times before. I have a preference for dark-skinned women. Within my mandate for black women, like I only date black women. It's not a preference. It's gotta be black women. It has to be black women. No other race will do whatsoever at all. Okay. But within black women, I have a preference for dark skin. That doesn't mean that I only date dark skinned women. That doesn't mean that I dislike light skinned women or brown skinned women. That means I like me some light skinned women. I love me some brown skinned women. And I also love me some dark skinned women. Just a little bit more. Dark skin is kind of like, ooh, yes, it's that little extra. It's that little extra, right? I've dated all complexions of black women. I love all black women. I love all complexions, but I just have that slight preference for dark skin. I don't really know what it is. It's just something, you know. I got a sweet tooth. Let's put it that way. And there's many sweets in the black spectrum. You already know that, right? Many candies. You could just, you know, all day, every day. Like I say all the time, black women got everything. Black women's slogan should be, "You want it, we got it." I've said it before, that should be black women's slogan. Because you want light skin, black women got it. You want brown skin, black women got it. You want dark skin, black women got it. Y'all want straight hair, black women got it. Y'all want wavy hair, black women got it. Y'all want curly hair, ringlets, y'all want tight curls, y'all want coils, black women got it. Y'all want locks, y'all want braids, black women got it. Black women's slogan really should be, "You want it, we got it." 100%. Y'all want skinny, y'all want slim, y'all want thick, y'all want petite, y'all want voluptuous, y'all want BBW plus size, y'all want curvy, y'all want tall, y'all want short, y'all want keen features, broad features, slim nose, big lips, thin lips, slanted eyes, big eyes, small black. Come on now. There's a phrase, I believe it's variety is the spice of life, right? Damn, that's another one. Black women, y'all should take that, appropriate that, appropriate that. Black women slogan should be, "You want it, we got it." Black women, the, the spice of life. I don't know. Black women are the spice of life. Black women are variety. It is what it is, right? So people can't really talk about preference, right? They want to talk about preference. It's not. Come on. If you have preferences, black women are the right way to go because they will cover each and every one of your preference. Hell, if you like white women, there are white passing black women. Not really white passing black women, like white passing mixed women or white passing biracial women. Most black women, and I mean full black women, if they don't look, what we deem as black, they might look mixed or biracial. And I've never actually seen a black woman that looks like a straight up white woman who has black parents and black grandparents and black great grandparents. But I have seen black women with black parents and grandparents from way back that look mixed. Either way, any type you want, black women got it. It is what it is. So it's really down to you whether you support him or not, or anybody like that at the end of the day. I think the bigger thing as well is to pay attention. Like, for example, like the words. I've said this to you so many times, like what is being said, the songs, and the terminology, how these men refer to you, how they talk to you. Like if you some of you may have paid attention in my video, I mentioned when he and Lil Wayne said bitches, and I said, there they go again, referring to black women as bitches. I didn't go too deep into it because it was pretty obvious, right? It was pretty obvious. And it gets to it. And Chris Brown, he's 3 years younger than me. He's 30. And at a point in your life, you have to grow up and you have to stop being a child and stop talking like you have no manners and no respect and all of this thing, all of that stuff there, right? You got to stop doing that. Referring to women as bitches. Here's my me, right? I don't call women bitches if I'm describing a woman. I wouldn't be like, I'm over there with my bitches, or you see that bitch over there, or this. I just don't do that. Like that woman. I even try not to say female because believe it or not, some women are offended by the term female, right? Some women don't like it. So I try to be respectful of that, right? And I don't call women bitches when I'm referring to them or describing their gender or their sex or whatever, right? However, I will say bitch in the correct terminology. If a woman stabs me in my back, I'm gonna be like this bitch. I'm probably be bleeding and leaking. If she tries to attack me and hurt me, or if a woman robs from me, you get it. You get it. You get the point that I'm trying to make. If she's disrespectful in a vulgar and it affects my life and she hurt, I gotta be really offended by it. It's the right thing, right? You get it. You get the point that I'm making. It's pretty obvious. So we need to stop. We need to stop doing that. Like we need to stop doing that. And some people say it's rap. It's rap. This is what rap's like and whatever. But Chris, y'all need to leave there. If this is what it does to you and with your mental health, maybe Chris Brown needs to leave rap alone and just go straight back to R&B. Just put on a wife beater and go dance in the rain and apologizing for the pussy and stuff like that. Just take it back old school. Take it back to the late 90s, early 2000 era, singing in the rain and dancing in the rain, saying, give me one wish. Was that Ray J? Yeah, something like that. Because this ain't really working for him, right? So, yeah. Hopefully that explains to you guys what preference truly is. And you don't gotta be mad at him. You don't gotta be mad at him. It is what it is. It is what it is. At the end of the day, there are people that like certain people's music, but don't like the person. Okay. Me personally, if I don't like you or I don't like your actions, I won't even listen to your music. I won't listen to it at all. That's me. I'm not going to listen to it. But some people, they can separate it. If you can separate it and just be like, you listen to his music, that's fine. But if you know that he doesn't like you, then don't support him. Don't give him your money. The same thing that we say for other races and other communities that dislike us and don't support us, right? That we shouldn't support them. Be the same thing that we do within the Black community. And that really shouldn't be a hard thing for you guys to do, because y'all know how we love boycott our own people real easy, right? And for anyone that says, well, he never actually said anything about Black women directly, or he never said anything about dark-skinned Black women. Well, he did. Let's keep it 100. He did. And there's been many occasions and many situations where these things have happened, and he's done questionable things and said messed up stuff, and you know, but karma is, you know what? I was gonna say karma is a bitch. Becky is one hell of a bitch, and Becky will come around and bite that ass, and he will be turning around and, yeah, eating his words. He'll be like, damn, 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 damn. Anyway, I'm gonna put the link to the Chris Brown video that I did earlier on, so you guys can actually, who haven't watched it, can watch it and see the education that I put in there in regards to hair. And there's some other videos in there. And also there's a link to what a preference truly is. And I break it down a lot more. So anytime you see somebody talking about it's a preference, just take that preference video. That's it. Don't even respond to these people anymore. Just take that preference video, the link, and just reply to it in a comment, and then go, boom, there you go. It is what it is. All right. So guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you for letting me clarify. Peace, love, and coconut oil. Y'all already know what it is, all right? Hey man, that's racist. Please remember that from now on, brand new, never before seen videos, as well as live streams, will only be available on my website, ikyg.com, via a Patreon subscription. ikyg.com is a Black-owned, Black-ran platform, 100% free from censorship. It's the only place where we don't have to worry about what we say and expressing ourselves. Make sure you check out the description and the comment section for important links, as well as information in video form that shows you what benefits you get when you support the site and join my Patreon. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe and be notified every time I upload a video. For exclusive content and perks, check out my Patreon. This is where we have private live streams, group chats, live Q&As, live phone calls, and open topics. This is a safe space where you can interact with other like-minded people, make friends, send each other direct private messages, and so much more without any trolls. And yes, you get to use GIFs and images in the live chats. So what are you waiting for? This is a completely independent website, free from censorship. If you'd like to make a donation towards the site so we can continue to put out the truth without fear of being silenced, then please hit that donation button. It's greatly appreciated. Check out the rest of the site for videos, private and public live streams, find out all the tea, and make sure to utilize the Black Money section of the website. Advertise your business absolutely free to people that look like you, free forever. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at angel_IKYG.